Hey there, everybody. Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations, continuing on with another video for the Narrative Pro series. We're going to go ahead and jump into the attack priority and the abilities. Um, they are what make combat, and this is where you set these things up, whether you are in the player definition or the character definition. These two things will be there. Triggers will be there too, um, and along with factions. But attack priority and abilities, this is where you set it up. This is the base of what you start with. What I mean by that is you don't want to put lunge in your ability configuration as a base ability. Uh, you want that added from the weapons. And gas is a very complex system that works amazingly well. Sorry, hold on. Let me silence my phone here. However, because it's an amazing system and highly complex, it's going to take several dozen videos to go over with the proper amount of justice to help all of you understand it, especially those new to Unreal Engine. Um, it has the highest learning curve that I've experienced um, involving Unreal Engine, so it can be overwhelming. But we right now are focusing on getting everything working exactly how it should be working. Um, that way, once we start adding our own abilities, adding our own weapons, and doing our own things, we can start seeing the fruits of our labor and never have to worry about things being replaced. So, first off, attack priority. Um, it had to go somewhere. I understand that, and um, the attack priority was placed here. So essentially, this is for EQS when combat starts to determine who gets attacked. One being low, 10 being high. Obviously, you can have it at 1,000. Um, but it's going the EQS system for the AI is going to determine who to attack based off of whose number's higher. Obviously, if they're equal, then it's probably going to go for whoever's closest. Say probably because I haven't dived deep enough into EQS and the AI for Narrative Pro yet to know definitively what's going on there. But I do know that this is effectively how you're going to control taunts. So we need to keep that in our back pocket and remember that for future reference. Now we have here they called abilities. Naming is kind of weird. Again, I would have gone with something like just calling it gas, gas data, something, because it's not just abilities in here. If we open it up, we have our default abilities, we have startup effects, so attribute regeneration, and then default attributes. So three separate sections in here. All of them are very important, um, but abilities is just one of the three. So we need to make sure we have these things set up. Now, again, in true fashion, um, we're going to just go, wow, copy all properties and category, and we need to create our own ability configuration. So let's go into the content browser here. Let's be easy about this. This, fine. Decided to come in over there. We want to go into combat, gas. Well, it's not expressly gas. So let's come out of here and we'll do Narrative Pro. I'll move that into the gas. Narrative Pro. And then we want ability configuration. So data assets, ability configuration. Select AC underscore player default. Again, I forgot to put the WC there so that I can find it easily. I'm going to open it up, right click, and hit. Oh, okay, that decided to go away. Copy all properties. Not letting me. Cool. That's fine. Let's come over here to the default abilities. Let's see if we can copy that. There we go. That's fine. That works for me. We come in here to the gameplay effects. That didn't work out. That's fine. We'll open it up. It is called Passive Attribute Region. And then Default Attributes. I believe it's called, yeah, I'm just going to search for it. There we go. So, again, like I said, this is something we will be diving deep into when we get into combat, because we can't truly go into combat until we understand gas, and especially how Narrative Pro utilizes gas. Because this is the third system that I've used that has utilized gas, and all three of them are very different in how they choose to use gas in certain aspects, whereas things like this is very common, having a list of default abilities, startup effects, um, and even default attributes has actually been different. Someone even had a list of them and used data tables. Um, so there's a lot of good ways to do the same thing with this powerful system called gas. But right now, we're focused on making sure that we get everything set up correctly, and I wanted to make sure you understood this data asset. So now we come over here, we have our defaults here. Let's save. Now, if we open it up, we're now punching. That's awesome. Hold down T. Yeah. And there we go. As you can see, we are in shape for continuing on with our project. So again, I promise we will be going deep into understanding every single one of these. Specifically, we may even be making some changes for those who aren't wanting the toggle wield weapon. Um, because for me personally, some of it is weird, but it's because of the type of game that they are making for us to use as a template example. And we'll make some changes to help everybody learn what needs to happen. That is obviously the end of our player definition. We still are going to be going over additional stuff that are in these game mode classes that you need to know are there and how they work before we go on to the NPC section of things. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.